The Mexican Revolution. Welcome to the channel Latin American Studies Clips. Today we will understand why it started and what happened during the Mexican Revolution. In the early 20th century, Mexico was governed by Porfirio Diaz, who came to power in 1876 and remained for more than 30 years. During his government, the country grew economically, railroads were built, and there was foreign investment. But wealth was concentrated in a few hands, while the majority of peasants and workers lived in poverty. Additionally, there were no free elections, and the opposition was repressed. Porfirio Diaz was a military man who participated in the defense of Mexico against the French intervention, and over time, he became president. His long period in power is known as the Porfiriato. Although it brought stability, it also generated great inequality, which led to the social discontent that would spark the revolution. In 1910, Francisco Madero, a politician and businessman from northern Mexico, wrote a book called The Presidential Succession in 1910, in which he criticized Diaz's re-election and defended democracy. His message inspired many people, and when he tried to participate in the elections, Diaz had him imprisoned. However, Madero escaped and called for an armed uprising on November 20th, 1910. The revolution began with different groups in various parts of the country, with leaders like Pancho Villa in the north and Emiliano Zapata in the south standing out. Both were key figures in the struggle. Villa was a very skilled military leader, while Zapata advocated for land redistribution for peasants. It is important to remember that neither of them was president of Mexico. Their role was as revolutionary leaders. In 1911, the pressure forced Porfirio Diaz to resign and go into exile in France. After this, Francisco Madero became president of Mexico. Madero was a leader who believed in democracy and free elections, but he did not have much experience in governing. During his presidency, he faced rebellions and criticism. Some revolutionaries thought the changes were too slow, and old power groups did not accept his government. In 1913, the tragic 10 Days occurred, a coup d'etat led by Victoriano Huerta, who was a general in the army. Madero was betrayed, arrested, and assassinated. Huerta took power and established a dictatorship. Victoriano Huerta was a military man who had served under Diaz's government. His presidency was brief and authoritarian, and many considered him a traitor for overthrowing Madero. His government was not recognized by various sectors of the country. This led to new revolutionary leaders rising up against him. Venustiano Carranza, a politician from the north, led the constitutionalist movement. Alongside him was Álvaro Obregón, a very important military strategist. Villa and Zapata continued to fight as well. In 1914, Huerta was defeated and forced to leave power, but the revolution did not end there. The revolutionary groups began to fight among themselves for control of the country. Venustiano Carranza managed to consolidate his power with the support of Álvaro Obregón, while Villa and Zapata were gradually defeated. It is important to remember that Villa and Zapata were never presidents, although they had a great influence on the revolution. Carranza became president, and in 1917 promulgated a new constitution, which included labor rights, secular education, and land redistribution. It was a very important document for modern Mexico. Venustiano Carranza was a politician who sought to restore constitutional order. His government achieved legal advancements, but also faced conflicts. In 1920, he attempted to remain in power, which provoked a rebellion against him. Álvaro Obregón, who had been an important revolutionary general, led the movement that overthrew Carranza. During this conflict, Carranza died while fleeing. Álvaro Obregón became president in 1920. He was a pragmatic leader who sought to rebuild the country after years of war, promoted education, and reached agreements with various groups to stabilize Mexico. His government is considered the end of the most violent phase of the Mexican Revolution, as it achieved greater peace and political organization. The Mexican Revolution was a long and complex process that went through various leaders and stages, starting with discontent against Porfirio Diaz, continuing with Maduro's struggle for democracy, passing through Huerta's dictatorship, and ending with the consolidation of power under Carranza and Obregón. It also left important figures like Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata, who fought for their ideals, especially in favor of the peasants. Although they were never presidents, their legacy remains fundamental in the history of Mexico. This movement transformed the country, creating new laws and seeking greater social justice, and its effects can still be seen in present-day Mexico.